everyone, my name is Amanda and I am a foster for Averting CAT-astrophe. Today I'm going to talk about if you should foster. So there are different stages of life that a cat has that you can foster. So first I want to start with bottle babies, which you should not start with if you have never fostered before, or have never fostered kittens before. If you don't have any experience with kittens, you should not start with bottle babies. I do not recommend it. You should probably start with kittens at least 4 weeks old. Or at the most, at least 4 weeks old. So bottle babies are 0 to 28 days old, and they require around-the-clock feedings, and they need to be stimulated to use the restroom. So they do need very critical care. You have to be observant. You have to, I'm just gonna say it because it's a cat page. You gotta check for diarrhea, you gotta make sure they don't have diarrhea because that will dehydrate a kitten so fast. Make sure they're not puking. If they're puking and have diarrhea, you really need to get some help. Ask other people in your group if you need to go to the vet, take them to the vet. Make sure they are not lethargic or they have abnormal behavior. Just make sure that they're healthy and they are acting how they normally act. So next is young kittens, and I would consider a young kitten to be 4 weeks to 14 weeks old. That's just what I consider a young kitten to be. Could someone else consider something else? That's just what I consider a young kitten. So 4 weeks to 14 weeks. So on the younger end of that, they do need to be fed still frequently, but you don't have to get up that much during the night. You maybe have to get up once, depending on how long you sleep. So these kittens are still eating wet food, and they should also be starting to eat dry food. So my kittens, they are about 5 months now, so I would consider them older kittens. They are eating wet food and dry food. So moving on to older kittens I would consider them to be about 4 or 5 months to a year. And they eat wet food twice a day, and dry food is available to them at all times. But that's just my feeding schedule. Someone else might have a different one, and that's fine. But this is good for me, good for the cats. So that's just my feeding schedule with them. But older kittens, they don't really need any specific care generally, unless they have some type of health issue or behavioral issue. But you really just handle each cat according to their situation. Generally, they don't need any special care. Feed them, give them fresh water, clean their box, play with them. Kittens have so much energy, and if you're not playing with them, they're going to attack you to get that energy out. So you want to play with them, all the time. Well, not all the time, but often. They need to get that energy out. Older kittens, well, I just talked about older kittens. Adults are a year up. There's not much. Adults are considered to be pretty easy to take care of because they're not really, destructive kittens anymore, and they know how to use the litter box. They know their eating schedule. They know what they like and don't like. So adults are pretty easy. You just have to, again, take care of them according to your situation. So the way I take care of Minx is a little bit different than I take care of Maddie. Maddie is my 5-year-old foster. She has had a rough life, to say the least. She's had a rough life. So she does require different care than Minx does. So with Minx, I can just come in here and I can pick her up and I can kiss her and I can play with her, and she loves that. Maddie, if I go into the room, I need to say hi to her. I need to let her approach me. I need to look out for her body language to make sure that she's open to being pet. I pet her. She allows me to give her kisses now, so I give her a couple kisses, I pet her, and she tells me when she's done with the attention. She tells me when she wants me to leave, and I listen to her. So just take care of your cats according to their needs. It doesn't generally go far from that, again, unless they have any specific health issues or behavioral issues. There are also senior cats. I don't really know much about senior cats. I have never had a senior cat. I've never fostered one. I don't have one. Both my cats are young. But I would think that it's the same. Take care of them according to their situation. There's a trend here. So that is the different stages. So now I want to talk about schedules. So one of the fosters in my group brought up a good point. You don't have to foster all year round. You can foster seasonally, and by that she meant that she taught. Well, she's a teacher, so she teaches the school year. She's busy. She has kids of her own, and plus her job, so she's busy. Doesn't have time to take care of kittens. So she fosters in the summer, and that works perfectly for her and her family. Thank you, Minx. We all enjoy seeing your butt. That works for her, and that's great. So the situation might also apply to you. Do you have a seasonal job? Do you have, periods of time where you're not working? Try fostering a cat. Thanks. Okay, girl, I got the hint. So last I want to talk about some statements from my group. So some people in my group. So first we're going to start with my sister. She said, I thought that once I had a baby, I wouldn't be able to foster. I still wanted to make a difference, so I started taking easier cats, the adults. I clean up their space when he goes to bed for the night. George and I will go out and play with him during the day. Fun for the cat, but a learning experience for my baby. Learning how to be gentle and compassionate, which kind of goes hand in hand with Lauren. She said, getting kids involved, teaching them empathy, responsibility, and importance of respect. So if you foster and you have children, that just makes your cat that much more adoptable if someone has kids and this cat is already used to grabby kids and they're okay with that. Perfect. Just makes the cat that more adoptable. And the last person I have is Misty. She said, fostering is the joy of having a pet without the commitment. So you can play with a litter of kittens and get them ready for new homes. It takes very little space to foster. You only need a free bathroom. So, great things. Great things. Fostering is magical, and I think everyone should try fostering. Even if it's not a permanent thing, you should try fostering. Whether it's a cat, a dog, a pig, a duck. Try fostering. We probably shouldn't foster a duck because it probably requires special care. Anyway, my point is you should foster. Fostering is for everybody. Anybody can foster, but if you can't, there's always something you can do. I always say that. There's always something you can do. Just ask. And anyone that's part of any shelter or rescue will tell you what you can do. So thank you guys for watching. I know this video was all over the place. I've been busy. So I'm going to try to keep up with weekly videos, but I'm trying my best. Apparently I can't stop burping. Last thing I want to say is I am going to start a weekly spotlight. So I'm going to dedicate a video a week to a cat in my group that is having trouble getting adopted. This week, spotlight cat is going to be here. Come here. Come on. Minx! When she camera shy right now. Minx is going to be my first spotlight cat. She hasn't had trouble getting adopted because she hasn't been available for adoption for long. But she's here. I have some great pictures and video of her, so she's going to be my guinea pig for my first spotlight video. So hopefully that gets her out and gets her adopted, and I'm going to try to do that for the cats that are having a hard time getting adopted. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it. Sign up to foster. Make sure you like Averting CAT-astrophe on Facebook and follow my fostering page, adopt_right_meow on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Bye.